It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. He's on the move. Finds a man right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll run here on 1st down. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
To the well again. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. It's picked up by the defense. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling in away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum.
There he goes, right sideline. Hits the 20. He does it, touchdown. The Desperados don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that run's fairly uneventful. Only a small gain to the other 22. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Colt. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks a little short of that 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Pass play now. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did. And I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go. And that group certainly was.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. quarterback gets the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3.
From college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Brought in right side. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be a first down. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They've got a first to begin the frame. They'll run here from the gun. And the powered play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for him. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get an even 10 on that play. And they're going to have a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Plowing up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle. Going to the ground again on first. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's in, touchdown! The Desperados take a second quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Okay, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Desperados have the football as he records his 12th INT of this season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Hand off to the back. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Packers' 9.
Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Headed right. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. A solid run. 7 yards on the pickup, and that brings up 3rd and goal.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here's a give, straight up the middle. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Desperados grow their lead just before halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Desperados double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's a handoff. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Hits his running back.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 41. This complete to Colt. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Throwing from the gun here. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as a QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Still sticking with the passing game. Getting out to his left. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now give left side. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
is caught left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Still going inside the 35. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run here on 1st down. Still has room inside the 15. Is in. Touchdown. The Desperados grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Desperados stretch their lead to 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He steps in and makes the interception. And the Desperados take possession of the football. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Back to the well again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, 18.
Right up the gut. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Give now to the running back. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Desperados lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot. But on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hits a seam at the 40. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Packers start with it trailing. Their postseason in jeopardy. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. On the move. Header. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Desperation time here on 4th. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
On first down, they'll run. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Quick pass, right side, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. There's the handoff. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Desperados continue piling it on here in the 4th. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Desperados continue piling on to this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Mexico City. Packers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They're throwing it. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They go play action on 1st. Bails out of the pocket quick. Looking right, and he finds him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Culp with a catch. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Setting up a throw. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Escapes out to the left. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Trying to push it deep downfield. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll give him a first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Plowing up the middle. And he gets this down to the 41 before being stopped. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and